Oh, the battery's swelling up. Gotta go. I smashed it into cement at least 5 times before something gave up on the drone. I don't know what it was, but this motor was stuttering. Look at this one spin. See that? This one. Look at that one. It's kind of jingle belling over here. This one is acting funny. Zig, 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 zig. It would not run. So I figured it was the motor that was bad. So I bought an extra motor. Somehow I was hoping I would get away with just fixing the motor. Let's loose this. Bye-bye motor. I think that's the length. And there you go. And it wasn't that. I changed the motor. Same problem. And then I figured, what if it's one of these board thingies that are over here that's bad? So I bought the extra board thingies. Well, these are the old ones, but any which way, I learned to solder. And that's where I've got to give a big shout out to this company. Sequre, not sure where they're from, but they reached out to me and they're like, hey, we see you doing FPV stuff. Would you like to review our soldering iron? And I was like, sure. It's something I'm gonna have to learn anyway. And instead of having to build, the beauty with rebuilding, so to speak, is that you get to see where everything goes. I was able to take pictures every step along the way, so I know exactly what wire goes where. I have the exact replacement part, so it's just a matter of taking pictures and make sure that I replicate as opposed to building. So yeah, so that meant soldering. After the motor didn't work, which was just 3 pieces of soldering, and I realized, okay, maybe I'll change the top board. I changed the top board. That didn't work. That was another set of soldering because the DJI Air unit over here connects to that. And now with some very small, fine wires, and that didn't work. And I was like, crap. Now I've got to do the big plate at the bottom there, right? The big board at the bottom there. And that meant that I had to unsolder the motor that I soldered and then take the board off and solder back all 4 motors, and those were like medium size wires, I would say, right? And then on top of that, the new board came with this wire, but with the plug, but the plug had to be soldered too. So that was another set of soldering. So basically I kind of like stripped down and resoldered back every single part of this drone. Like the only thing that I haven't soldered myself, or I should say resoldered myself, on this drone is where the capacitor is, because the big board came with the capacitor and the wire soldered already. But apart from that, every single piece on this drone has been resoldered, and hopefully it can stand up over time as it crashes and no soldering comes loose. Keep you guys posted on that. This is just going to be my first flight. Hopefully I don't crash, but I've got to give these guys a shout out because I don't know how to solder. I've never soldered before. This was a challenge for me. And Rotor Riot has this plan where you pay $20 a month. And if anything happens to your drone, you just send it into them. You don't have to pay to fix it. Once you pay that $20 a month subscription fee, they'll fix it for free. Now, obviously, if there are any parts that are damaged, you'll need to pay for the parts, but they also give you a discount on the parts. And that was so tempting, guys. That was like so tempting for me to do that, but something inside of me was like, I need to know how to do this stuff myself. The soldering didn't come with this, but of course I'll leave links for everything that you need in the description section. So just shoot down there and you'll see where I purchased everything from. I had to purchase this wire that helps the solder thingy sticky. And then the soldering gun came like this. Well, it came in 2 pieces and I had to attach this piece over there, but it was just 1 screw. And that was it. And this soldering iron, guys, I gotta say, I've never used any other soldering iron. This is my first, but the mere fact that I was able to go through a whole drone soldering the thing and putting it back together with no experience, and you know me, I don't read instructions, so I didn't want to read the instructions. I just plugged it in, cranked it up to max, put it on the metal parts, waited for the stuff to melt, put the new stuff on to help melt it back. That was pretty much it. Just try to keep my hand steady and keep it on the metal parts till it gets hot enough, and that was it. And then occasionally I would apply this little thingy here to help bond it up, but that was about it. I think you call this Flux, and that was it. I did it my first, you know, just like that. And this is so easy. You just plug it in. It comes with the cable too. So guess what? This cable is so cool because it plugs into your FPV batteries, your typical FPV batteries. So you could actually solder in the field. Like if something goes bad, I could solder right now if I wanted, which is pretty dope. Right, so I plugged it into a battery, plugged it into the soldering gun, and this did everything. I'm pretty impressed because it did the small wires on the board. The top board, I believe, is called a, hold on, I know what it's called. It's right here. The top board is called a flight controller. The flight controller at the top has the small wires, and the big board at the bottom has the medium wires, which holds the motors, and that's called a brushless electronic speed control. So I was able to do those both, and I was able to do this thick, heavy wire with this connector, all with the same soldering gun and the same adapter piece that goes on. I didn't have to buy anything extra. So this is my new best friend in case I have any, you know, in case I break anything else. I doubt it because I'm not going to be flying crazy over concrete cement. That was kind of, I wouldn't say stupid of me, but I'm a kind of lost in the moment kind of guy. So if the moment takes me over and I'm excited, I'll do whatever, I don't care. And that's what kind of forces me to learn. And then as I learn, I can share my experiences with you guys. This does from 12 volts all the way to 24 volts and 65 watts. So I think that means it's powerful. It's pretty powerful. And yeah, it did the whole job for me. It also came with this. I don't know what that's for. I think it's for resting it down without melting or something like a, I don't know. It comes with instructions, so you can read the instructions if you want to know what's what. I just wanted it to get hot, and it comes with some cool stickers. So big shout out to these guys. Thanks for sending this to me. Honestly, if I didn't have this, I'd probably just do the $20 Rotor Riot thing. So this was a big step in helping me, you know, up my game, so to speak, or be able to fix my drone. And I thought it would be really hard. It's not. It is time consuming. Like, it took me an entire day to pull this apart and put it back together and take a lot of pictures as I went along the way, simply because it's my first time and I didn't want to make any mistakes. I didn't really know what I was doing. So yeah, but now that I know what I'm doing, I think pretty much I can fix anything on this quad. Like, I feel I can handle it. And you know, changing the boards and doing the soldering, I thought was the hard part. To be honest with you guys, it wasn't. It was not the hard part at all. The hardest part for me was the software. Knowing which program to load. I had problems with motors spinning in different directions. I can do a video on that if you guys are interested, showing you how I got the motors to spin the other directions, what programs I used, how I downloaded it. That actually took me longer than the hardware stuff. So I thought it was actually going to be the other way around. So that's just a little fun fact. And everybody's different. You might be more software inclined and the hardware part might be a little harder, and vice versa, right? Or you might be good at both. God bless you. I don't know. But either which way, I got it done. I think it flies. I just got to plug it in and run. Okay, it did the beam, 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 beam thing, so that's good. Remote controllers connected. I did the whole binding thing on the software at home and everything, so the B-heli thing and all that stuff, if you're interested in that stuffy thingy, just let me know, I'll do a video. If this soldering comes loose. You know, hopefully nobody's in the park, it's a clear day. You know, worst case scenario, what's the worst that could happen? Let's do this! That's a good sign. Oh, takes off. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Who says you can't fix your drone yourself, huh? Who says, huh? A little bit of videos, a little bit of Joshua Bardwell, a little bit of B-heli, a little bit of beta flight, and here we go, Geronimo. Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's go, boy! Let's go! Let's go! Woohoo! Let's go between this gap. Let's gap it up. Oh, we fit. Did we fit? Yeah, we fit. Yeah, we fit. Oh my gosh! I'm loving the drone. And the soldering works. The soldering works. Let's see if we can fit through this gap. Whoop! Oh! Hit the ground. Let's flip again. Flip again. Oh, I'm still gonna crash this drone. I can feel it already. But not today. Let's go between the cracks. Uh-oh, found myself in trouble. Oh, let's go between the cracks. This is my, oh! Well, the soldering is okay. That's good news. Just gotta work on my skills. But yeah, it flies, right? All right, let's see if it'll arm. Oh boy. All right. Hey, oh, there's a leaf in front of me. Come on, take off, leaf. Oh, it takes off. It takes off. It's running. I'm back in the air. I'm back in the air. Oh, I'm carrying something. Yeah, my battery life is low. I'm now at 13 point something volts. Let's land, let's land. All right, what did we damage? We got some leaf trails, that's about it, a little leaf trails. But all in all, it flies, like I can do this. Look, if my dumbass can do this, you can do this, trust me. I'm not a fix-it-upper kind of, why is it so hot? All right, something's bad here. The battery thing, the battery's overheating and it's not coming loose. So I've got to cut something. Which one do I cut first? The red wire or the black wire? It's not coming loose. I got to cut something. Cut the black? I'm gonna make sure I'm not holding anything. So much, oh, you said black? I cut the red. Oh well, I cut it. These wires were long anyway, so I have to resolder it. But something is wrong over here. It's like, yeah, I think it got hot, it got fused in. Let's see if we get it out. Holy smoke, this is like fire. Like fire.
Something alright.
That's good soldering right there, right? Not bad for a rookie. All right, let's put you back on before I end up shocking myself with this battery. I guess when it cools down, it'll separate.
X, that shit gonna blow, bro.
All right, so we found the problem. These two are fused together somehow. You see what I'm saying? So they want me to cut the wire. So that's not good, that's not good. Oh, the battery's swelling up, gotta go. I didn't solder this good and that's what happened. It caused it to weld together. So now this won't come off, but I've got extra ones and I'll give you guys an update as soon as I can get that done. But for now, make sure you hit thumbs up, subscribe, like this video, keep you guys updated on this little piece here and what happens. And well, it flies. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one. The same cable for the soldering iron can hook up to the battery and power my goggles. Ain't that wild? If I ever run low on the regular battery, I have a backup. Oh, ain't this cool? Ain't this cool? Yeah, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.